Hey guys, I just had a live show and I had an absolute blast. This is my top 5 quarterback rankings. I'll be doing every positional group leading up to the draft. I had a blast doing this with RevTrev, so I'm doing it here with you guys, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'll continue making mock drafts. I just did an 8.0 and a 9.0 Packer mock, and it was the best. I did it live, so I'm just going to release them both. I had a lot of fun. So anyways, my top 5 quarterbacks. I'm going to be a little controversial here, maybe. I don't know if it's really that controversial, but yeah, guys, I gotta go Caleb Williams. When I watching the tape. Oh, and really quick, please subscribe to the YouTube. I'm almost 300. I'm at like nearly 270. Help me hit 300. My birthday is in. Just be honest, it's in a few days. It's before April 15th. So I'd love to hit it by then. That's why I'm making April 15th the goal. So please subscribe, share with your friends. There'll be stuff every day through the rest of April. And even through the summer when I'm on hiatus, I'll still have every week for you guys on YouTube. So, okay. Quarterbacks, top 5. So, this guy. I'm worried but he is the best prospect. Talent. I'm a little worried about him holding the ball too. Going to fit in with the Bears that have never been able to support an NFL done it. So for a whole year, but at least for a few games, get a third receiver behind Keenan Allen, who gets injured, who's still great, but or land as good as Komet is, land a big time tight end like Brock Bowers, surprise people at 9, get a weapon, build up that O line, get a running back if you can. I don't love their running backs, and really surround him with the best chance for success. As Packers fan, I shouldn't say this, but that's what the Bears should do. So hopefully that is what they actually do. So Caleb is my number 1. He's just last year, his quarterback rating was sophomore year where he sacks that sophomore year in 2022. He's the Heisman for a reason. He's got serious arm talent. I'm not sure if he's going to be a star with the Bears because it's the Bears with quarterbacks, but he's got to be the guy you take. So I got Caleb at 1. I'm going to be honest with you guys. At 2, this was a toss-up for me. It was close. I love Jaden Daniels, but if I was drafting 2, I'd take Drake Maye. It's close. I didn't do this on RevTrev. I would go Drake Maye. I just liked his arm a little bit better. Jaden Daniels just seemed like him last year. It was a lot of deep threats. It was just a lot of deep passes. Maye's numbers dipped, and he still had 24 TDs, 9 picks. I saw his technique improve in 2023. What I like about Drake Maye is I think the Patriots would be foolish to pass on him. I think if you surround him with weapons, wherever he goes, and it's probably going to be New England, but maybe he falls to a Minnesota. If Drake Maye goes to Minnesota with those weapons, unless I'm totally wrong about this guy, he's going to be a stud. Now they need to coach him up. I'm worried about that, Minnesota, but they need to coach him up. I think Drake Maye to Minnesota would be the pick. They should draft up for this kid. I think that is the landing spot. I'm going to try to add some landing spots. I just think Caleb is going to go 1. I think there'd be a better landing spot for him, but the Bears could be a golden situation for Caleb. For Drake Maye, guys, I think Minnesota needs to trade up for him. If New England takes him, they've got a lot on offense to fix. I disagree with Pete Collins from Foxborough Fellas, guys. The Patriots do not have weapons. The receivers are lackluster at best. Their best weapon was Hunter Henry. I can't say his first name, but Ramondre Stevenson, if he can regain his form, they've got a running back, but they need help on the O-line. They need help at receiver. I could argue they could use another running back. They need needs all over the place on offense. Minnesota, on the other hand, has their offensive line started to gel last year. I still think you could shore that up. You watched both their quarterbacks, Dobbs and Kirk Cousins, get wrecked, but it did get better later in the year. They did go and get Aaron Jones. So if he can stay healthy, the running back game should be a little bit better. They still probably need to draft a kid. But at receiver, oh my gosh, You've got JJ, you got Jordan Addison, you got Osborne. Like, you got two legit number one receivers, I think, right there. Hawkinson's coming off an ACL, but he still is a dang good tight end. That would be a team right there. If the coaching, if they could develop him correctly, let him sit, keep working on that technique, I think Drake Maye could be great for the Vikings. But he is my number 2 quarterback, which means obviously it's Jane Daniels at 3. And I think after 3, there's a drop, guys. It's like I'm not a big JJ McCarthy fan. You're going to find out. Jane Daniels is my 3. He could be really freaking good. Med, my co-host on Blitz, loves this guy. 4.5 speed, 6'10", 2.4. I'm a little worried about that slender frame. I feel like Drake Maye and both Drake Maye and Caleb are built a little bit more as QBs. I worry about Jane Daniels, the way he runs, taking hits. This is nothing groundbreaking. You guys know this stuff, but I'm worried about that stuff. He could get wrecked in the NFL, but throwing for over 3,500 yards and 1,000 yards in a season is just ridiculous. Only Johnny Manziel has done that, and hopefully he doesn't follow Johnny Manziel's career path. I would hope not. So I've got him at 3. He was a beast for LSU. This guy's it, man. I do think he could be really good. I think the best case scenario for him would probably be Washington, because I think he'll go above Drake Maye. They've got some weapons. They've got a lot of needs, though. The running backs, Brad Robinson looks like he could pan out. They do got McLaurin. I like Dotson. That's a better system to go into than New England, and that's why I think his best fit probably is Washington. Chargers are not a team anybody wants to go to right now. They just dumped both the receivers if they were even to get rid of Herbert. So, no, I think the best situation for him probably is Washington. See if they can continue to develop. They can draft him and develop him. But he was a beast last year. I like his ability as a passer and a runner. I want to see some stuff improve, but I did like what I saw. It's a very good prospect, like a B+. I think he could end up being even better. This is where it got tough, man, because I'm not a JJ guy. I like his swagger, though. I'm a little worried about the medicals. Bo Nix and Rattler are honorable mentions. They're sleepers that maybe one of them could pan. I did go. This was tough. I was torn between Penix and McCarthy here. I think the better prospect is probably Penix, but I'll go ahead and give it to McCarthy because I'm worried about Penix's. He's not really much of a runner. Just, I don't know. The medicals, just like, there's questions. There's too many questions. So I'm going to go JJ at 4. Barely. It's really just because I have slightly more questions about Penix than McCarthy. McCarthy barely had to do anything in Michigan. He just rode the coattails. But maybe he could develop in the right system in the NFL. It is not New England. I don't think they develop him well, especially with the overhaul there. So I would have big questions, but I'll list JJ 4. So right now I've got Caleb, Drake Maye, Jane Daniels, JJ McCarthy. Barely. It was close. There was games he threw for barely over 100 yards and they won in Michigan. He was just surrounded by great talent. It's not going to be like that in the NFL. I don't know if he's that elevator. Can he elevate the team? There's not a lot of those in the NFL. It's really tough. You got to land one of them. That's the key. So yeah, I'm going to go Penix now here, and I've got big questions, but the team is going to take a risky. And I know it's just one game, but he's already old, so he has less time to develop. And I liked, there were some games where he was just electric, but it looks like if you just drop into pass, like just drop 8 back, he's not really going to hurt you with his legs, even though he ran us just under 4.6 40. He doesn't really use them much. So I don't know. I've got questions. He's adept at avoiding sacks and he can make big plays, but I don't know. I'm not totally sold. He's got a big arm, but he's got touch. But I wonder the occasion that like he just occasionally has accuracy lapses. And when I saw him in that last game, I just was so discouraged. It's seriously, I know that's just one game, but it seriously dropped his draft stock for me. So that's my rankings. On honorable mention to Bo Nix definitely is the next guy. I think he has potential. And then obviously Rattler. That's my top 7 quarterbacks. Let me know what you think. I had a lot of fun with this, guys. I'm going to do more of these. So recap. Caleb, Drake Maye, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Penix, and then honorable mention to Bo Nix, and then Spencer Rattler. I will have a running back list out. I'm only going to do top 5 with honorable mentions and sleepers. Let me know what you think. I might do another version of this before the draft, but probably not. And more mock drafts are to come. Hope you all enjoy. And again, this is the Fun Football Podcast. It is my birthday this week. Please go subscribe to my YouTube. Help me hit 300. I'm getting close. And yeah, guys, I'm having a lot of fun. So let's keep this going. Lots of stuff through the next 3 weeks through April. Every day there will be stuff on YouTube. So please check it out. Hope you all enjoy. And I will be back. I think my next one will be running backs, probably. But I might mix it up and do a defensive one first. So we'll see. But thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And I will be back with more.